Hey everyone, this is Daryl, aka The D from the Simply Incredible podcast, and today I'm doing a comic book review of Bloodlines. This one just ended. It's a 6-issue miniseries, and I want you to know up front, spoilers if you haven't read it or if you plan on reading it. Really good series. Not the best series I've ever read, but I thought it was pretty good. It's about these guys and girls. This is issue 1, and you kind of find out that a meteor lands in their city. So no big deal. A meteor lands. You don't think that much about it, but apparently there's some aliens that are in it, and they start infecting some of the people there, and some of the characters start changing, start mutating, but they kind of have a little bit of control over their mutations. This one here, is that her? Nope, that's not her. This one right here, and this first one right here, you find out this guy right here doesn't look like it there, but he actually, his legs don't work, and he's using crutches to help him get around. And one of his best friends is like one of the star football players, and they are partying out near where the meteor is. And this kid, he's kind of an outcast out of the main group. Like the one guy kind of looks out after him, kind of like a big brother type. And something attacks, and it affects the kid with the paralysis in his legs. And he gets these abilities. Now he just turns huge, and all of a sudden his legs work, everything works. It's almost like turning into the Hulk, kind of like. And except he's got all of his senses about him, which is really, really cool. And he starts helping out. And some of these other characters, as you can see, her right here, she starts getting blades that pop out of her, which really cool. And she starts doing things. He can kind of turn things into like fireballs and things. This can't, like, I'm pointing at him. You can't see him right there. Right here, kind of like fireballs and things pointing out that he can control. Really, really cool stuff. And yeah, this you can see one kid on here. He can just go invisible, and really, really cool stuff. And it's really fun. It's a really good comic. And let's see. Oh gosh, I can't remember what her power is. I can't think of it. But the thing about the mutation is when it gets too far, they lose control and start fighting the people that they're fighting with, and they have to be shot and put down, basically. And that happens to one of the characters in it. It's like, man, that's awful, because he says earlier, if this gets out of control, you got to take me out, because I don't want to like attack any of my people that I love over here, and these people that I trust. And unfortunately, at some point, this does go down. And this is the last one. At the end, they end up defeating the enemy and making it all right. But they decide to go to, of all places, I thought this was interesting. They decided to go to Metropolis. That's just in the very end of it. So you don't know what's going on, where they're going, or anything. But they decided to go to Metropolis. And I'm like, really? That's the end of it? They're going to Metropolis? But there's one last little character in it, right at the very end. It's kind of like you have a like a movie or a TV show where they got the last victim. They're kind of going off into the sunset. Okay, while they're going to Metropolis is to try to find a cure before they turn and they have to get put down themselves. But at the very end, there's this little girl, and she's in a diner, and the guys, and something's on TV, and some guys, hey, change it. I want sports on. She's like, don't you change it. And it turns out she's got these powers too. See that right at the very end, a little touch. I was like, oh, you're teasing me for more. But good series, really good series by DC. 6-issue series, Bloodlines. And if you saw our last comic book haul, one of my friends was looking at this. She thought it was the X-Men. I was like, that's not the X-Men. This is DC, not Marvel, so it's not the X-Men. But X-Men awesome too. But it was just really cool how they did this comic, this series. I really liked it. They left it open for more, which I really enjoyed that. I'm glad they kind of left that door open. They didn't completely just contain it. But I kind of liked it that it was in its own special place. It wasn't in Gotham. It wasn't in was it National City? Is that where Green Lantern National City? Oh, man, I might be wrong about that. Flash, there's a Green Arrow. Anyway, but it's not one of these other cities. Gotham's another one. It wasn't in any of these cities. This is like its own special little, like a little town. So I thought that was really cool how they did that. But then they put them in, say they're going to Metropolis to try to find a cure for what they've gone through. And you see it on the news that this city was destroyed and they don't know what happened. All these people are dead and they don't know what happened there. So, there's that door open for more to come. But all in all, good series. I'd say on a scale of 10. I know this is going to sound low because there's some comics that I would give like a 15 on a scale of 10. Okay, I'd give them like a 9.8 or something like that. I don't know if there's such a thing to me as perfection in comics, but like there's some things I've given as high as like a 9.8. But this right here, I'd probably give probably an 8, which to me is pretty solid. That's a pretty solid. There's some things I've read that I would have given like a -0. Is that negative number because it was so bad? But this right here, good solid series. Check it out. Check it out. Really fun series. There's number one. Like I say, the last one just came out on Wednesday. This past Wednesday. I'm trying to think what day. The 14th, September 14th. So give it a shot. Check it out. And I know I've had spoilers in here, so I warned you at the beginning. I did warn you at the beginning, and it's going to be warned in the title. So there you go. But that's all I got today, and you guys have an incredible day.